When my manager said my entire team is coming for the holidays, he said, make it work. I said, okay. I just took approved PTO. 8 hours later, I'm in event operations at a tech company. Not the fun kind where you plan product launches. I'm the person who makes sure conference rooms are booked, catering gets paid, and nobody promises things we can't deliver. My manager runs the East Coast sales team. He's the kind of guy who says, let's make magic happen in every meeting. In November, he walks up to my desk grinning. Big news, holiday party, my entire team. December 23rd, rooftop venue downtown. Open bar, the worst. I open my notebook. Okay, what's the head count and budget code? He waves his hand. About 40 people. Budget's fine, just make it happen. That hand wave told me everything. I pull up the event request system. No submission. I check finance approvals. Nothing. I open my email and send him the form. Need your budget code and VP sign off for events over $5K. He replies in 2 minutes. Working on it. Just get quotes so we're ready. I'd been doing this job for 6 years. I knew exactly what working on it meant. It meant he already told his team it was happening and hoped momentum would force approvals. But I send venue quotes anyway. The rooftop space he wants, a $200 venue fee, plus $4,500 for catering, plus $2,800 bar minimum. Total, $15,500. I forward it to my manager with one line. Venue requires 50% deposit by December 10th. Please confirm budget approval. Radio silence for 3 days. December 8th, he shows up at my desk. Hey, I went ahead and booked the venue. They're holding the date. Just need you to coordinate details. My stomach drops. You booked it? With what budget code? He grins. I put it on the team card for now. Finance will reconcile later. The team card. The one that's supposed to be for client dinners under $500. The one that's already sitting at $11,200 against a $12,000 limit. That card doesn't have 15K available. I say carefully. He leans closer. That's why I need you to call the venue and push the deposit to after the event. Tell them we're a big client. I stare at him. They won't hold a December 23rd date without deposit. Then be creative. He says, this is what ops does. I open my calendar and point to December 23rd. Bright red block. PTO, approved in September. His face changes. You'll need to move that. My flight's booked, so cancel it. He says, not asking, telling. I close my laptop. I'll see what I can do. What I actually do is check the approval chain. The venue contract he signed needs finance director approval for any commitment over 10K ice. The catering deposit he authorized charged to a project code that closed in October. The bar tab he promised his team puts the card $2,600 over limit. I screenshot everything. Then I write one email to my manager, CC, finance director. Hi, I've reviewed the December 23rd event logistics. Before proceeding, I need clarification on the following. 1. Venue contract signed without finance approval per policy. 2. Catering deposit charged to closed project code 4829. 3. Team card exceeds limit by $2,600. Please reconcile with finance so I can proceed with coordination. I hit send at 4:47 p.m. My manager replies at 4:51 p.m. Do not CC finance on operational details. The finance director replies at 5:03 p.m. Please come to my office. At 5:15 p.m. I get a calendar invite. Event budget review. Manager finance compliance. Time tomorrow 9 a.m. I don't go because at 6 a.m. the next morning I'm boarding my flight. My out of office turns on automatically. Out on approved PTO through January 2nd. For urgent event issues, contact finance for budget reconciliation. 8 hours into my trip, my phone starts buzzing. Text from my manager. Where are you? Email from venue. Deposit payment declined. Please remit $4,100 by 5 p.m. or we release the date. Email from catering. Unable to process payment. Event canceled per our policy. Voicemail from my manager angry. You need to fix this. My team is asking where to go on the 23rd. I'm sitting on a beach in Mexico when I reply to his voicemail with one email. Out on approved PTO. Per your request, I forwarded all event documentation to finance for budget reconciliation. All vendor coordination requires approved funding. Best of luck. I turn my phone off for 3 days. When I come back online, there's an email from HR. My manager's on administrative leave. Finance opened an investigation into $23,000 in unauthorized commitments across 4 different vendor contracts. Turns out he'd been doing this all year. Promising things, hiding costs, moving charges between cards, hoping nobody noticed. They noticed. Monday morning, back in the office, I walk past the events board. Someone crossed out sales holiday party and wrote underneath, canceled, no budget approval. My new manager stops by my desk. Hey, thanks for flagging that mess. Finance said your documentation saved them weeks of investigation. Sometimes the best way to make it work is making sure it's not your job to fix someone else's disasters.